Got to be safe out there. These roads are slick, and you know you got to know your vehicle and know your control of your vehicle. There's so many accidents all throughout the city of Boston, and a lot of these people are new drivers, and they haven't really driven on this kind of terrain before, so they're not used to it. I passed by so many accidents and near accidents because people not paying attention, people doing things that they shouldn't be doing, like doing abrupt turns, U-turns in the middle of the street, a whole lot of stuff like that. I seen 3 cars just swing out and like do a U-turn right in front of oncoming traffic. And in the city of Boston, you got to drive defensively because there's a lot of inexperienced drivers out here. They have no clue what's going on. And like, it's okay to drive, but you got to drive safe. Like, some of these accidents are very much avoidable. Most of these accidents are very much avoidable.
103 is going to be 287 Adams.
The tow trucks are making a lot of money out there towing cars that are getting hit. Like, you see the amount of tow trucks that are towing cars, it's unbelievable. He's got to drive safe. He's telling him he has no reason to be down here, but it's not, you know what I mean? I think it's more of just people paying attention on the road. It's like, people not paying attention. And everybody's in a rush. Everybody's in a rush for no reason. And they're going nowhere. Everybody's in a rush to go nowhere. If you're 5 minutes, 10 minutes late, you save your life, you're intact, who cares, unless you're rushing to the hospital and it's a life-threatening emergency, there's no reason to be speeding, unless you're going to save somebody else's life. And you gotta know your limits. You have to know your limits. Like, these roads are slick. They say every time the road is slick, you gotta increase the distance between you and the next vehicle and increase your braking distance. So where you normally would stop, like, say 100 yards, you put the brakes on 150 yards, Just matter of fact, follow the truckers' rules. The truckers have probably the safest rule on the road. The distance they keep in front of them, the speed. If you talk to some of these tractor-trailer drivers out there, they know the rules of the road. A lot of times when they get into accidents, it's somebody else that caused the accident. It's not necessarily them. Then again, sometimes it is them, so it all depends. But if you pay attention, stay focused, you won't have that problem. I'm at the corner of Melina Cass and Hamden Street in Roxbury.
Washington Street open again.
This is like the 3rd accident they had in less than 15 minutes, just in this district alone. And it's all from people just not paying attention. That car looks like it's drivable, but they may end up getting a tow truck for it. Who knows? That one is kind of hard to say. It looks like that wheel on the right-hand side, or the passenger side, looks like that wheel has some damage to it on the quarter panel there. Kind of hard to say on that one. But if people just slow down and pay attention, just be safe out there. This guy got an Audi. Audis are pretty expensive to fix. And
carry 425, 450.
I'm not sure if he was already in the lane or it looks like he was in the lane. Looks like he got hit while he was in the lane. So maybe the other car was coming into his lane. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That car turned to his lane. And this ties up a lot of police officers that could be doing something else. So every time they got to come to an accident like this, they're tied up 15-20 minutes or more writing a report for something that could have been avoided. So people just take their time, you know, there's no rush. It shouldn't be no rush anyway. There should be no reason to be speeding in the city. After all, the speed limit is only, believe it or not, 25 miles an hour. They reduced it from 30 to 25. And in some areas, it's reduced down to 20. So at 20 miles an hour, you shouldn't get no accidents at all. 25, you should get slim to none. So, and the reason why they did this is because a lot of people are just not paying attention on the road. A lot of people are just not paying attention. That car, it looks like it's drivable. I don't think that one needs to be towed, unless there's something else wrong with it that we can't see. But the Audi looks like something wrong with the right wheel. You can't be sure, but it looks like something's wrong with the right wheel. But keep in mind, some of these roads have not been treated properly. You know, just because they're wet don't mean that they're not slippery. Or you won't find a couple of patches of ice here and there. That's one thing people got to do too. When you get in a car, monitor the outside temperature. If the outside temperature is freezing or below freezing, the chances are there's ice on the ground. That's very important. Some of these newer cars, when you turn the key, it tells you possible ice on the ground already. But if you don't have a newer car, just, you know, do a surveillance of the area. If you see ice forming, or if it feels like a little nippy outside, there's ice going to form, you know, chances are something's freezing up somewhere. If you're doing long-term driving, check the weather conditions as you travel from state to state. They do change. If you're closer to the coastline, the temperature changes from whether you're inland or not too. That's a big difference. So all that stuff has a key factor. There's no expert way of driving, but just being safe is probably a better way of saying it. Now, the tow trucks, I don't know how they do it, but they tow a lot of cars. And you guys are making them rich off of the amount of car accidents you guys create out here.
days, you can cancel one of the hard tolls.
So that car took off. So they can't. So that car was able to drive off. I don't know if you see it. I kind of figured that car was drivable anyway, but that car is no longer there. So they canceled the toll for that one. What's up, buddy? This one here, they still gotta toll that one.
That was clear.
Alright, 1 mile.
Yes, ma'am. Can we start EMS to Melina and Hamden? One of these operators of the disabled motor vehicles. He's saying that he has arm pain. 20-year-old male.
This guy said he's in pain over there,
I have it.
which is not good.
Park detail.
Detail.
Let's take a quick walk over here.
For the afternoon national
See
grid,
what we
putting
see.
in the pipes on the road.
I thought a Kiki was going to take that one, but I guess not. That's a nice car to get hit, and that's the first accident that you could tell he got into. There's no other damage on that vehicle besides the damage on the right-hand side. And more likely, it looked like he was in the. It looked like he was in the right. And like the other car was in the wrong.
Can you send vehicle 468 Norfolk Street? The retired sergeant calling it in for illegally parked. I'm not sure how. Says it was tagged yesterday.
That looks like he has damage on the passenger side. I don't know what that car is doing. He's in a dangerous spot to be in the middle of the street like that. Let me see. This is a very, very busy intersection too, guys. There's always something happening down here. Whether it's a pedestrian getting struck, a car getting struck, you know, there's always accidents in this intersection here. These are guys about to cause another accident. These people are going to cause another accident not paying attention. Everybody's not paying attention to what they should be doing. Like from back there, you can see a police. From back there, you can see the blue lights flashing. So at that point, there's no reason to get in that lane. There's literally no reason to get in that lane from back there.
White male, thin built, 45'7", black medium, black white, right now.
This officer right here, she's every time I see her, she's doing a great job out there. She's all over the city and she's doing a marvelous job. Like she probably works harder than most of the guys out there, believe it or not.
Bravo 436, you can send down here.
Like these cars right here, like I don't know why would you get in that lane if you can see that the blue lights are flashing from back there. Like somebody gotta teach these people how to drive, because common sense is just not sinking in at all. Like, I know from back there, if I'm driving,
That victim's gonna be at the Tremont Street entrance of Rebel
I definitely can see them flashing lights from back there. And at that point, it's telling me don't get in that lane, because you can see that vehicle's not moving as you start to get closer down there. So there's no need to get in that lane. There's really no need to even attempt to get in that lane at all. No need to get in that lane at all.
Exit 436, am I sending that cabin to you? I'm sorry, I was on State Farm with transit. Bravo, go ahead.
436, the captain.
Okay, yes, it is.
Well, 4, what's the call?
This is a highly traveled road. Gets a lot of traffic on it. When I say a lot of traffic, I mean a lot of traffic. This might be the ambulance coming for this gentleman. Because like I said, they got a busy, Boston EMS has a very busy schedule too. They're picking up people and dropping them off. Just as quick as they could drop them off, they're getting another call. So it's tough. If you could avoid some of this stuff, you could save these guys half the workload that they don't have to be doing. There's a lot of resources being tied up.
Bravo 104.
1-4.
He's going to be in the train station there. It's going to be Kurt Peterson, the white male on 40. Same clothing description.
Kurt Peterson, white male, in his 40s, should still be in the station. 5'7", black Adidas sweatsuit with a white stripe on the vehicle.
And this happened at 100 Cabin.
I notice a lot of cars are not using their directionals. A lot of cars are not using their directionals, which they should be doing. And a lot of people are not paying attention to the police officers' hand signals either. He should have a vest on, but you know, other than that, they should be paying attention. MJS, that's another upcoming tow company in the city. They've been doing a lot of tows in the city lately. Like I said, these people just they don't stop. They just keep driving. I see one car out of many using his directional. You should be, when you're changing a lane. Wow, look at this one. No one's paying attention. No one's paying attention. Now the roads are slick as it is, so there's no need to be cutting cars off. Look at this. No one's using their directional. This car here is using their directional, but no one else is using their directional. And I think they need to put a delay on these lights too. They need to put like a 3-second delay on these lights because the light changes in midway while the cars are still in the road. So if the city of Boston, I know you guys watch a lot of my videos, this road needs a 3-second delay for the light change. Just so you guys know, because somebody's going to hit another car because of that. I noticed the lights change like almost right away. And it doesn't give the cars enough time to clear the intersection. And somebody's getting paid good money for all of that. So somebody, I'm about to take a walk over now. This light has a weird function on it. It has a delay on this side, no delay on the other side. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, that looks a little...
We got the victim on board. We're just gonna swing over to the T so we can find this individual.
Fox 101, can I grab an item number? Say 989.
Correct.
I heard that the Audis have a sensitive transmission. I'm not sure if that's one of the ones that have that sensitive transmission where you gotta disengage the drivetrain or something like that so you don't mess it up. I heard something. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But some of them are like all-wheel drive, and if you do that to it, you can kind of mess it up. Some of my viewers out there, you probably know more about that than I do. It's like a newer model car too. I can't really tell the year on it, but I would say it can't be no more than 2 or 3 years old. So that's little debris in the road, not a lot, but you know, just some broken like plastic from the housing to the lens. The other most important thing you must do in the wintertime is please clear the snow off the roof of your car when you're driving, especially on the expressway. You don't realize the effects that you have to cars behind you when you're driving with a lot of snow and stuff falling off the back of your roof. Not to mention the ice chunks that do fall off. Now I know these people did not get in that lane over there knowing that the police car is right there. That's crazy. That's the debris on the ground there. And there's another fine job by the Boston Police Department. I don't know why these cars pull behind a flashing light. I have no reason why they do that. And so nobody's seriously injured. That's a good thing. The rest is just stuff that could be repaired. And now that truck driver,
Yeah, I'm off with that suspect from 100 Kevin.
that truck driver has no reason at all to get in this lane.
I'm up at Ruggles Station. I got transit lane.
Put the suspect inside Ruggles Street.
I don't think she knows how to drive.
Yep.
Now, people like this should not be on the road. She's going to cause an accident. She is definitely going to cause an accident. She's confused. She's confused from just a little flashing light, not to mention anything else. So that's dangerous. She's not using a signal or anything. That's going to cause an accident. Oh,
If there was any officer interested in a white Toyota RAV4 with Texas tags, contact the A1 detectives.
Like,
Anyone that was looking
I
for a
strongly
white Toyota
suggest
RAV4,
people to learn how to drive,
contact the A1 detectives.
because if you don't learn now, you're only going to make matters worse for yourself. And learn the rules of the road. Like, you could clearly see these blue lights flashing from a distance. At least 100 yards, you can see those blue lights flashing. Like, there's no reason for you to pull behind a vehicle with flashing lights if you can see that from 100 yards. Like, if you can't see these lights flashing from 100 yards, something is seriously wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Something is, I don't know. If you can't see this, I don't know what to say. You shouldn't be driving. They are working. This one's playing with the music on the dashboard. Like, these people, they're preoccupied while they're driving. Stop playing with the radio. Stop playing with the cell phone. Stop texting. Stop smoking a cigarette. Look at this. Look at this right here. Why is he getting over here? Why? Why are you getting over here if you see that the police car is right here? It's a no-brainer. Like, you literally can see it from back there at the next intersection. So I can't figure out why cars are doing this. And I think they just don't know how to drive. Like, look at this. They have no clue. That's why there's so many accidents in the city of Boston. No one's paying attention. Everybody's preoccupied. They all got tunnel vision. It's crazy. No, I never knew they had this many accidents until I started to listen and see how many they really actually have. They have so many of these. It's unbelievable. Look at this. That van, he could clearly see there's a car in the lane. Why even bother? Just don't even do it. Just get over. Like state police has those. I don't know if you know. State police has some of the state police cruisers have those bars that have an arrow that points to the left or the right to tell you which way to go. But you know, this is like a no-brainer though. There's a car on the road with his flashers on, and he's been sitting there for a while. You should automatically know to move out the way. As a matter of fact, in Massachusetts, I believe we do have the move over law. So if you see an emergency vehicle with lights flashing, you're supposed to slow down to about 20 miles an hour and move over. You know, I think most Massachusetts drivers should know about that. They should, if they've been paying attention. So theoretically, everybody should be slowing down to 20 miles an hour or less. And they shouldn't be speeding like this guy right here. Unbelievable. Alright guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. Until next time, I'll be sure to report something else that happens in the city.
Charlie Base, go up.
Charlie Base or Bravo Base?
That would be Charlie Base 27.
And these roads are, they're a little slick, so I don't recommend speeding on these roads because you might hit a patch of ice that won't be in your favor.
Charlie Base, go out.
So just be safe out there. Exercise some caution. See you next time, guys. I'm Nez Porter. Catch you on the next one.